everyone. I think we are live. Yeah, I think we are. I am going to just find you all on my iPad so I can follow along with the comments. So bear with me, everyone. I'll let people join and say hello and we can make a start. So my iPad now wants to do an update. Excellent, just what you want, isn't it? Why do they do this to us? Okay, we'll leave that to it. Hopefully I'll be able to see the comments on my phone as we go along. So welcome to Sunday Night Stampin'. For those of you that are watching back on YouTube, my name's Stacey Marsh. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. I tend to do lives 4 times a week over on Facebook, and I do love, at the moment it's the only way I can get together with everyone, so it's rather nice. So tonight I am going to be making something with the theme of stripes. Some of you may have seen on my page today I've shared a creative challenge for February. The idea being there's a creative prompt for every day starting tomorrow, which is the 1st of February, can you believe? Where has January gone? And tomorrow's theme is stripes, so I'm going to do a little live tonight and then share this card on my blog tomorrow for you. So I hope you're all sitting comfortably. Hello to everyone who's joined. I can see a few people's comments. Hi Christine, hi to Leslie, hi Hilary, hi Bev, hi Let, hi Gina and Louise. Lovely to have you with us tonight. So I'll just flip my camera around and show you my desk and then we can get started. Cooey Denise, so bear with me. Right, so let's see what I can see. Right, I think you can now see my desk. Yeah, I can indeed. Right, so I was super lucky on Friday. I got a whole box of new stuff arrive on my doorstep from UPS. I actually did a little whoop. Very exciting. Some of the deliveries are still stuck in Germany due to problems with customs, but hopefully they'll be sorted out very soon. So it does mean I've had new stuff, and the first thing I had to play with was this, Snailed It. It's from the mini catalogue. It's part of the Snail Mail suite, and it is too cute. It's so irresistible. I've tried really hard to not buy this, but it jumped into my shopping basket, and I'm really glad I did. I had a little play yesterday, and I'd love to show you those cards, but they're indoors. You'll see them on my blog very soon. But tonight I'm going to be using this. It's a really cute cling stamp set. Lovely images for colouring, cute sentiments, and I just love it. I think it's adorable, and I think we all could do with a bit of fun right now, couldn't we? So the card I'm going to be making tonight is stripes, and I'm using one of my favourite background stamps, which is Pattern Play. This is in the annual catalogue, and it's part of the Playing with Patterns suite, which comes with the Playful Alphabet dies, which I'm also using. So a few little different products tonight to mix and match, and I'm going with this lovely stripy stamp here, okay, which to be honest is the whole reason I bought this stamp set, and it hasn't let me down. Lovely sentiments as well, and some really cute little background infill stamps as well, which are always handy. So let's get cracking. I will show you my card, because I always like to do that. Here is my card that we're going to make this evening. So I've gone stripy, but I've also gone rainbow, because why not? Spring is coming, and it's lovely to see some bright colours. I'm enjoying the brights at the moment, way more than I normally do. So we're going to do a little bit of stamping. I'm starting with just some white cardstock. So I have a white card base. I have 2 pieces of white card to use as my layers, and I have a white die cut piece that comes from the Stitched So Sweetly dies. I really like these, and then we'll do some stamping and some colouring. So to start with, we're going to create our stripy background. So we're just going to need one of our basic white layers. Okay, So just have a quick look at the comments while I'm setting up. So Denise, I totally want to pick up my order. No worries, Denise, whatsoever. It's not going anywhere. It's safe here in my barn with me until you're ready. I do have a little present for you in your order as well. Louise, still waiting for my first order, but on the upside I have another that is stuck in the UK, so at least it's here in the UK. Absolutely. I think the orders right from the beginning of January are the ones that are stuck. Orders that have been placed after around about the 15th are coming through really, really well. The order that I got at the weekend, one of them was the 10th and one of them was the 15th. So there's light at the end of the tunnel, and some people are receiving deliveries from those early January days as well. So they're starting to trickle through. We just have to be super, super patient. Bev's put, same here, one order stuck in Germany, one stuck in the UK. What a dilemma, Bev, really. Well, one of them will get to you very, very soon, and the other will be worth the wait, I promise. And then a few more people join in, so hello to you. So we're going to start with some lovely rainbow colours. I'm just going to have a move around of my cups. So, rainbow colours. The great thing about Stampin' Up's colours is we can obviously make a rainbow. So my rainbow I've gone with is Real Red, Melon Mambo, and some of these ink pads are old, but I still love them. Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie, Granny Apple Green, Coastal Cabana, and Highland Heather. So what a lovely, lovely rainbow of colours that is. So I'm going to put them just in order so I know how to use them. And the other really important thing that we need to have out is our Stampin' scrub. We need to make sure that our stamps are clean and we're clear of any old ink as well. So this is good. Oh, hang on. Mum's put, I'm beginning to believe that my parcels will never come. They will, I promise, they will arrive. Some people are receiving theirs now, so don't panic. And all will be well. So with the Stampin' scrub, you have two sides. The idea is you wet one side and you keep one side dry. You wet it with the Stampin' mist, which comes in this little bottle here. It smells delightful. And then we can clean our stamps as we go. The idea being is that Stampin' mist will condition your stamps as well as clean them, which is always a good thing. So our stamp is quite long. I'm just going to give it a little clean. I think it's got some Highland Heather ink on it. So we're going to use our Real Red ink pad to start with. And because the stamp is rather long, I'm always going to take my ink pad to my stamp. Okay, so we're going to have this nice and straight. And then we're going to start at the top. And we're going to work our way down that piece of card. Okay. Give it a little clean between, and that will just clear off that excess ink. And then all we do is we move through our colours like so. This stamp, Bev, is from the Pattern Play stamp set here. It's in the main catalogue. And it's part of the Playing with Patterns suite. So we're moving to Melon Mambo now. And we're going to line that up and stamp again. So there isn't much difference between those two, but it's just enough of a difference. And next we want Pumpkin Pie. You can tell which inks I use the least because they're my old ink pad. They're the old style ink pads. So I definitely use the brights the least. Okay. What a fab idea for stripes. Thank you, Denise. It's very kind of you. Do like a stripe. And I'm trying to embrace more colour as well. And those colours on their own look lovely, I think. Granny Apple Green next. Okay, my iPad is now playing ball, which is good. I should be able to see comments easier. That's it. Lovely bit of Granny Apple Green. Next we have Coastal Cabana. Let's just find me on here. I did toy with using Pacific Point, which I'm trying to use a bit more, but it came out very, very dark, so I gave up with that. Okay, lovely. I can now see comments properly on my iPad, thank goodness. Decided to do an update as I started my live, just what you want. And then last but not least, we have Highland Heather. Morning to you, Annabelle. Lovely of you to join us. Okay, so there we have all of our lovely colours stamped. So now, quite simply, we can add this to our card. So how fab is that? I think that's a really lovely background piece. Quite impressed with that. And the stamping isn't perfect, but I think it's pretty good. What I love about this stamp is that the lines are all different thicknesses. So actually when you have thicker, when you've stamped a bit too far down, it just looks like it all blends in. I love that. And then we have our piece of our die cut piece. That is one of the Stitched So Sweetly dies. So now let's add this to our card. And this has got a really nice bit of stitching around the edge, which you can just see. Thank you, Courtney. Courtney's put pretty already. I'm popping this on with dimensionals just to give it a little bit of extra depth. And then let's do a little bit of stamping, shall we? I have some scrap Whisper White here, and I'm going to stamp with this little image. I love it. The little snail that's carrying some presents. Stamp him once, and you'll notice that there's some little extra presents as well. So I'm just going to stamp a few of those to colour in. There are dies that go with this set. Unfortunately mine are on back order, so I can't show you the whole suite, whole bundle all together. So we will do a little bit of fussy cutting in the meantime. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to colour our little snail in. So I have some red stamping blends here. That's Melon Mallow, and this is Real Red. Okay, so I'm going to start by colouring in my snail shell, and I'm going to start with the light shade. I'm going to ignore those kind of stripes that are there, and I'm leaving a little bit of white showing. Okay, and then quite simply I'm going to go round the edge with the darker shade to just bring in some shadow, and I'm going to do that until I'm happy with what I've got. Just follow it round, and then if you want, just kind of bring in a bit more of that light shade. Okay, so I'm happy with that. And then for the snail body itself, I'm going to use dark grey granite. I'm going to use grey granite. And I started with the dark, and I'm going to add some shadow with the light. I do love Stampin' blends. Okay, and then we'll colour in his little presents that he's got there. So I've got Daffodil Delight for the yellow. And we'll have some Granite Apple Green for the top. And then the other presents we can colour, so we'll use a bit of orange, pumpkin pie, like so, and let's have a bit of, Coastal Cabana over here. Well, there isn't actually a Coastal Cabana blend, so I'm using the light Bermuda Bay. And then we want the Melon Mambo here. I'm just going to grab a purple because I didn't bring that with me. I've seen this lots done with this now. It seems to be everywhere, all online at the moment, which is great. And I've seen so much of it done with so many different colours. And they all just look lovely. Okay, so now we can cut around him. Like I said earlier, there is a die that will cut this out for you. They are currently on back order here in the UK at the moment, so I'm still waiting for mine. There are some really lovely extra dies that you get with it as well, so you can create a lot more, and they're really, really sweet. You'll find this in the January to June mini catalogue. And it's the Snail Mail Suite. There are lovely papers as well. There are some really cute embellishments. So lots of potential for this suite. Try not to cut off her eyelashes, his eyelashes, their eyelashes. That's it. Okay. Yeah, and it's not too fussy to cut around. Have it, and I'll show you a little trick with the snail in a moment. Cut around the extra parcels. Raining again outside, doesn't seem to stop here at the moment. That's it. And last one, and then no more fussy cutting for me. Okay, so let me know if you've got this set, or if it's on your wish list, or if it really isn't your style. It's always nice to know what people think. So we've now done our fussy cutting, and then with the snail, you'll see on, you might not be able to see it very well, on this one you'll see that it's got a little bit of shape to it. I don't know if you can see that actually. So for that I'm using my tool from my Simply Scored. You could also use the end, one of the ends of your take your pick tool, and I'm going to use my paper pierce mat, and I'm going to use the larger end, and I'm just carefully going around on the other side of that circle, other side of his shell, in little round movements. Just creates a bit of kind of shape to his shell, as you would kind of expect with a snail. So you can't really see it. You'll see it better once I have put it on my card. Just be careful not to go through the other side. Okay, so now let's pop this on there so you can see it better in real life, but it's just a little bit of extra detail. And then I'm going to add a dimensional inside his shell and just pop a little bit of wet glue on his body. And then he is going on there like so. Just that in my hands. So he's now on the front of our card. We can pop our little presents on like so. I'm going to pop one on flat. And Leslie's put, we could use some rain, send it out. It's already 30 Celsius at 7:30. Wow, that is warm. I think it was about 1 degree here today. It's been very chilly. And I think there is even snow on the forecast for this week, but we won't get our hopes up. Okay, so we've now got our little snail. He's stuck on our card, and now we can do our sentiment. So for my sentiment, I am using the Playing with Playful Alphabet dies. These are letter dies. You get letters, numbers, and some extra pieces, extra characters, so like hashtags. There's some exclamation marks, question marks. So really handy dies to have, and that comes as a bundle with the Pattern Play stamp set. And I'm going to use the lovely, lovely, lovely new mini Stampin cut and emboss machine, and that piece of card has just gone in my tea. Lovely. Can't even fish it out. It's out. Lovely. Good job, the tea. I've nearly finished the tea. Right, so with this we need our plates. 1 degrees, ick, don't miss that UK weather. No, I can imagine it's not missed. So we layer in our plates, and we pop in our piece of black cardstock, and there is the H stuck on the bottom, of course. So these, we just pop our dies in. Let's not do it in the middle of the cardstock, Stacey. H-A-P-P-Y. Layer on our second plate, and then simply wheel it through. Haven't used this massively, so it's still fairly stiff. but I've been really, really impressed with it. It's such a fab little machine. Pop back over there. Okay, so now we take our dies out. And these are really, really handy. So I'm just going to pull these out of the die. With these dies, there are some letters that have got more than one die in the box, which is really, really handy. So P is one of them. That's good because Gary has bought one for my birthday. Oh, lovely. He's a good lad, isn't he? I hope you had a lovely birthday, Bev. Bev's birthday was last week. Okay, so we've now got our little letters, which we can layer onto our card. And I'm going to add these to my card with just a little bit of wet glue. And when I say little, I mean little dots. And I'm not putting this on straight, I'm putting it on a bit higgledy-piggledy. So I made one card this afternoon and I've managed to get so much ink on my hands. I need to go in and give them a good scrub. The coloured ink isn't so bad, but it's the black ink. It just stains your hands so much. So I've actually put this sentiment a little bit further down. You can let me know which one you prefer. That's it. So we will just leave that to dry for a moment while we do our rest of our stamping. I've used the word birthday, which comes from the Well Said stamp set. We'll just stamp that in Memento. Another really handy stamp set, this Well Said. It comes with dies, or you can just buy it on its own. Okay, so happy birthday. So there is our card front for our card this evening. So that's the one I made earlier. And this is the one we've done just now. I've put the happy down a little bit further. I think I actually prefer it at the top, but I like it nonetheless. So now we need a piece that goes inside. So I have done a little bit of stamping inside because you know me, I like a bit of extra detail. So here I have a sentiment that says it's your day. This comes from the Happiest of Birthdays stamp set, which is another firm favourite of mine. Very, very useful. And I'm stamping that in the centre of the page, like so. And then inside this, just to add a little bit of the colour, I've done a little bit of speckling with those blends that we've coloured it in with. So not too much. That's quite a lot actually. I'm just choosing one of each colour to just bring in that colour that we've got on the outside. Wrong one. Okay, so there we have our speckled piece that we can now pop inside our card. There we have it. So there is our finished stripe themed card tonight. A stripy rainbow card with a lovely snail on. So a little bit of colouring, lots of colour, some lovely die cutting, and of course the cute little snail from Snail Mail. So that's it for me this evening. I'll pop this card on my blog tomorrow, and if anyone has any questions about the products or techniques I've used, feel free to drop me a message. Tomorrow is the 1st of February, so I'll have a new hostess code for you tomorrow when you shop online. And there will also be, you may have seen it on my Facebook page today, there's a creative challenge for you to enjoy throughout February as well. Make sure when you add your photos to social media you use the hashtag, which is the hashtag for February Creative Prompt Challenge, and tag me as well, feel free to tag me. So just reading the comments, lovely card, very happy card. It is a happy card, Sophie, isn't it? Love this card, love it. Little wink of Stella on the shell, love that idea, Courtney. Might have to do that, and so cute. So enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody. Thank you so much for spending some of your Sunday with me, it's much appreciated. I'll be live this week, Monday and Thursday at 10 AM and Wednesday and Sunday at 8:30 PM. So I hope to chat along to some of you then. Have a great week, guys. Look after yourselves and take care. Thanks then. Bye.